Being in the present moment is not difficult, although I often do get questions about it. People often ask, well, how do I be in the present moment? Really, we can't be anywhere but in the present moment. We are always in the present moment. It is only our thought. Being out of the present moment just means we're thinking about being somewhere else, someone else. And so if we just cease thinking about being somewhere else and totally experience the now, the here and now, the present, then we are being present, so to speak. And it is not difficult. We have to, I guess, love being here and now more than being anywhere or anyone else. If we just let go of the past and the future and just be aware, we are automatically in the present moment. There's no trying to be in the present moment. If you're trying to be in the present moment, then the mind is becoming more active, and that will automatically defeat what you're trying to do. The mind, the thinking mind, can never be in the present moment. Thought itself is always about the past or the future, be it many years or an instant from now, or an instant to come. It is always about the past and future. Thought is never about now. And so if you're trying to be present, that involves the thinking mind trying to grasp the now, and it actually just continues to shove you out of it, so to speak. Because it's not thinking, it's not doing. To try to be present means you're not being present. It's not a doing, it's not thinking. It doesn't involve either one. Being present just means being aware, fully experiencing the now and its fullness and richness, and not allowing, well, not so much not allowing, but not being concerned with or worrying about what was or what is to come. It's just a letting that all fall away and dwelling in the now. And it's not so much a doing. Now, someone will say, well, how do you be present? You're always present. You can't be anywhere but be present. It's just the mind. And so my response is to cease trying to be anywhere or anyone else. Cease referring to the past and future. It's not a doing, it's a ceasing of action. The doing is going past and future. Cease doing that. Just be still, and then you're automatically in the present. There's nowhere else to be but the present. Now, sometimes I find it is helpful to have body awareness, as just being aware seems kind of ephemeral, vague, hard to touch. And so I would suggest closing your eyes, having your hands on your knees, raising one arm, or both. Both might do very well. But you raise your hands off the knees. You're in a room that has a constant temperature, the windows aren't open, so there's no wind blowing across the hands. Basically, lack of stimulus to the hands. There's no air movement, temperature difference, you're not touching anything. And then, in that moment of raising the hand off the knees, you ask yourself, how do I know my hand is still there? Now, the thinking mind immediately might rebut, well, I don't know the hand's there. Because the thinking mind pretty much works off a stimulus. And if it doesn't immediately notice some kind of stimulus, some kind of input, it just assumes it's not there and not important. But just stay with it a little bit longer. Let the mind go. It doesn't matter if the mind doesn't quite understand it, but just feel, sense. Do you notice anything? Do you notice a tingle, a heat, a warmth, perhaps a feeling of energy, aliveness. There's many different possible feelings depending on your own dispositions and past experience and such. The experience of the hand being there is possible. And the hand is probably the easiest place to start. That's why I recommend it. Once you feel the hand, you try to feel the other hand. And then you feel the aliveness or the energy or the tingling or the heat, whatever. Whatever you can feel it in both hands. And then feel it in both feet. That takes care of the extremities. So now you got the hands and the feet, and you work your way inward through the arms to the body, the torso, the head. And you try to feel the entire body. And so when you're breathing, you feel the air coming in through the nostrils, down the windpipe, filling the lungs. You feel the diaphragm move. And when you exhale, there's the accompanying feelings with that. And so instead of being aware of the breath, which is often a Zen form of meditation, I found I often mentally observed the breath, and I wasn't really in the present. It was a mental exercise. This is more of feeling it. Feel the breath. That's what being aware of the breath means, is totally feeling it. So you can do this within the body, outside the body, the limbs, the fingers, the toes, the feet. You can feel the entire body, and that's body awareness. And then from there, play around feeling however much you can feel. It doesn't have to be just the wind that you feel and the air you smell and whatever you're touching. There are mystical experiences in which you would feel one with the woods or the location you're in. And so it is possible to get the feeling of feeling everything. Think about it this way. If you're in a pool of water and someone jumps in, even if your back is turned, you still feel it through the compression of the water. Likewise, the air is a fluid, just less dense. And so when a bird chirps, a wave is passing through the fluid of air, and it goes to your eardrums and it creates sound, and that's what you hear. But can you feel it with your skin? Can you feel the bird chirp? Now, I'm not saying you can or you can't. It's more of an experiment. It's more of a, can I feel it? Out of curiosity, how much can I feel? Can I feel a bird chirp? Can I feel the trees sway? Can I feel everything? It's one thing to see it. It's another to feel it. Seeing, although a sense, often ties straight to the mind, and then we start meditating about it. We're going to skip that. We're going to go right to feeling, a kinesthetic feeling, and see what happens. And it's as simple as that, being in the present moment. It's as simple as that. It's not being concerned with past and future. At times you have to plan if you're going to take a trip or something, and for that period of time, you're planning. It's a purposeful action. There's a reason for it. But when you're done planning, you stop thinking about the future. If you are talking about a past event, yes, you have to think about the past. But you only think about the past as long as you need it, and then you let it go. It is surprising to me that we really don't need the past and future very often. It's a rarity. It's an uncommon occurrence. Unlike what most of the people are doing every day. Their common occurrence is thinking about past and future. So I would experiment and play with how much can you let go? How much can you just not worry about past and future and be now? And that is being in the present moment. It's as simple as that. There's no mumbo jumbo. There's no technique. There's no trying. It's just let go of past and future, feel, fully experience what's going on, and you're present. It's as simple as that.